What's good, everybody? It's Joanna. Come back at y'all with another video. But with this video, I wanted to ask you a simple, straightforward question. What is it that's stopping you? What is it that's stopping you? Right? We can have an entire laundry list of things that we want to do, that we say we want to do it, but yet we procrastinate on it rather than taking action towards it, right? There's so many of you out there who say that you want to go somewhere, that you want to travel to XYZ place for vacation, that you've always wanted to be you've always wanted to be at that place, that dream destination. What's stopping you from going? What's stopping you from booking that flight and deciding to make that trip? What's stopping you from, if you want to be more logical with it, right? What's stopping you from putting money aside, if that's what you want to do, to like budget out, right? What's stopping you from doing that? Putting money inside each and every week or every time you get paid to begin making that budget or that fund to take that trip, right? A lot of people will say they can't afford to do something that they actually want to do. Meanwhile, every other day they're going out with friends and drinking and spending a lot of money going out. And I mean, if they're having fun, more power to them. But sometimes people make decisions for things that they may not truly want to do, that'll reduce their resources rather than putting that towards something that they want to do, right? What's stopping you? If you enjoy cooking, what's stopping you from taking that cooking class that you said you wanted to do, or to take that fitness class, right? Some of you always wanted to try CrossFit. Some of you always wanted to try karate or kickboxing. What's stopping you from signing up and even just taking a few trial classes? What's stopping you from signing up to the gym to just do like a free month or a month trial at the gym? What's stopping you from doing the things that you enjoy? What's stopping you from starting your YouTube channel that you've always talked so much about wanting to start? What's stopping you if you enjoy playing video games? What's stopping you from streaming, at least on your free time? What's stopping you from, if you, yeah, like going back to cooking, if you believe you have the best chocolate chip muffins on the planet, what's stopping you from making that and selling that, or trying to start your own business? Like, what's stopping you? A lot of times, I don't care what it is, a lot of times the reasons are not legitimate. A lot of times they're just excuses, but we paint them in our mind as fact. Like, we believe in our mind that these are legitimate barriers that's preventing us from getting started, when in actuality is not. Like, if you were to literally make like just a T-chart, whatever it is that you want to do or accomplish, you were to make a T-chart. On one side you write all the reasons why you can't do it, why it can't be done, and write all the reasons why it could be done. If you were to write all the reasons why it can't and actually review the list, you'll realize that the majority of the reasons, if not all the reasons, are nonsense. They're nonsense, or that they may appear to be legitimate concerns, but that there's already solutions that exist, right? Some people say, oh, well, I have a dream to open up a restaurant, but I don't have the finances. Cool. There's still so many components of a restaurant that you can still work towards. You can still brainstorm what type of cuisine. You can brainstorm a name. You can brainstorm how you want it decorated or designed in your mind, like the color scheme and the logo and all these things. You can brainstorm the menu itself, what the prices are going to be. You can start potentially contacting suppliers to get information on prices of ingredients, right? If you were to ever make the food, right, you would need to know how much it costs and what would be a fair price. You can go around, if let's just say your restaurant, you're trying to sell tacos, right? You can go around to other successful restaurants in your area or in your state, find out what are the places that sell the best tacos, and try those tacos to see if your tacos can compete with theirs, or on as far as like flavor, quality, everything, right? Like, you can still work towards having standardized recipes of each of the different entrees or place different tacos that you want to sell, right? You can look at the cost of acquiring a food truck, right? Rather than a storefront. If a storefront is expensive, or once again, let's just say you don't have the finances, cool. Investors exist, right? There's people that's willing to put down money towards a business if it's a good idea, right? You just need to have a business plan, and obviously to put yourself out there in hopes of, stumbling across an investor, because that is a potential solution, right? Like, that does happen, that does exist. But a lot of times we have that one big barrier in the way, and that is what will prevent people from doing anything or make any sort of progress towards their dream. If that's actually your dream, if that's what you say it is, then there shouldn't be anything in the way that's stopping you from achieving that, right? You should look at any of these obstacles that may exist and laugh, because you're so hyper fixated in your belief that this is your dream and it has to happen, that the world is going to bend its will to you, that somehow, some way, if you don't have an answer or a solution for something, that somehow, some way, a solution will present itself to you. That's how confident and how much belief you need to have if that's actually your dream, if that's actually what it is that you want to pursue, right? You need to feel that way. You need to be confident in your abilities and believe that everything is possible. Believe that a route will be presented to you. So what is it that's actually stopping you? It's really nothing. Some people make the case, oh, I don't have the people on my side. Cool. That doesn't mean that the people won't appear, right? The people, when you need them, right, they'll appear. People say, oh, I just don't know how to do something. I don't have any information. Like, I don't know. That's fine. You can learn along the way. Not knowing how to do something does not mean that you can't do it. That does not mean that you shouldn't start. Because if you haven't done something, then you probably won't be good at it, or you probably might not know what you're doing anyways, but you're just learning as you go, right? Everyone at some point started off as an infant, as a child, not knowing anything about anything, right? And we had to learn information and pick things up along the way. So you may see someone and see that they're an expert or they're exceptional at something that they do. You have to put things in perspective and realize that at some point they didn't know anything about what they now know or what they're capable of. They didn't know anything. Everyone is at that point at some point in their life with everything. So that's okay. Even if you don't have information about something, even if you don't know how to do something, that's okay. That isn't a legitimate excuse, right? It falls flat on its face, because you can still try. You can still try. I promise you can still try. So what is it that's stopping you? There's never actually legitimate reasons. And I want you to keep that in mind, right? For something that you want to pursue, something you're passionate about, just take the leap of faith and just try. I'm not saying just drop everything and just like, right, but you can try. Like you can try doing it on your free time, your spare time. You can try doing it at part time. You can still give it an attempt. You can still try. You can still make it happen. So there's nothing. If there's one thing to take away from this video, just remember that there's nothing that's ever actually stopping you. Go out and do what you enjoy, be passionate about it, and be the best at it. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what industry it is. There's nothing that's stopping you. Just go out, put your best foot forward, and pursue it. So once again, this is Joel, and I'm out. See you guys for the next video.